So the first question, assigning infrastructure status to the logistics industry is a good first move, but there are several other problems related to the sector that needs to be addressed. Discuss. So define logistics and briefly mention the benefits of giving logistics sector infrastructure status. Discuss the problems besetting the logistics sector that need to be addressed. Conclude by giving solution to the aforementioned problems. Answer: logistics is the management of the flow of goods between the point of origin and the point of consumption. In order to meet requirements of customers or corporations, it involves integration of information flow, material handling, production, packaging, inventory, transportation, warehousing, and security. The government recently integrated infrastructure status to the logistics sector, which will be help in the following ways: facilitating the credit flow flow into the sector with longer tenors and reasonable interest rates, simplifying the process of approval for construction of multimodal logistics facilities, encouraging market accountability through regulatory authority, and attracting investments and from debt, pension funds, and international lenders into recognized projects. It will eventually bring down the cost of logistics, boosting so encouraging market accountability through regulatory authority and attracting investments from debt, pensions funds, and international lenders into recognized projects. It will eventually bring down the cost of logistics, boosting manufacturing and trade, and further reducing its cost through thus creating a virtuous cycle. Nevertheless, the status or alone cannot address other problems faced by logistics sector, which include lack of proper regulatory oversight. It results in logistics as a highly fragmented and unorganized industry. Lack of skilling logistics industry employs a large number of blue collar workers with lacks skill development development infrastructure to train them. Transportation sector challenges such as poor maintenance of equipment, overloading of the truck beyond capacity, poor road quality, high rail freight tariffs, multiple checkpoints, transportation cartels, etc. Port shortage and warehousing infrastructure. Most of the warehouses are small sized and owned by small entrepreneurs with limited investment capacity. Issues of port sector: high turnaround times, inadequate depth of ports, inadequate ports and land side infrastructure, hampering large scale freight movements. Rural market logistics industry is less developed to cater, cater to rural areas with which from a large chunk of Indian market. Rural market logistics industry is less developed to cater to rural areas which from a large chunk of Indian market. Lack of interministerial coordination, it hampers smooth multimodal transport in India. High logistics cost in India are one of the highest, all around 14% of GDP, as compared to around 8% in developed countries. Suggestive measures: skilling the workers involved in the logistics sector should be trained with courses on skill upgradation, technology adoption, promotion the use of RFID vehicle tracking technologies, warehouse management system, GIS mapping, etc. Coordination almost amongst government agencies in infrastructure planning. Quintessential quintessential or for multi-modal transport reforms in urban planning that must include enhancing logistics in urban area. Government is already implementing the Bharatmala road network and Sagarmala waterways network, DFC dedicated freight corridors, and pan-India GST to improve logistics backbone. Similarly, UA will effectively delimit state borders for interstate movement of goods. Also, India has signing the trade facilitation agreement of the WTO, which will also give him impetus to smoother the movement of goods. These reforms will make Indian companies more competitive in the international market, leading to higher export and forex earnings. Also, improved logistics infrastructure will help create jobs and increase GDP growth. Thank you.